Good morning. We are talking the lowest wind chills that we've seen this morning and overnight last night. And yet again, we had many places checking in with wind chills into the 40s and 50s below. Langdon, once again, one of our lowest numbers at 51 below overnight. Fergus Falls got down to 50 below, and so did the Baker area. And then more locations both on the North Dakota and Minnesota sides of the Red River saw our wind chills plummeting overnight. And in addition to that, of course, our temperatures were quite cold. We got down to 33 below zero in Harvey, and Langdon, another location that was down into that 30 below range, 31 below in Langdon. Fargo, 21 below the low, and in Grand Forks, 19 below zero. So frigid morning, and we had that extreme cold warning for this morning. And now as we work our way through the day, more headlines, some updates to them. Southern Valley out to the west, still under that extreme cold warning into tonight. And the Northern Valley, north and east, Grand Forks, and then into that northwestern part of Minnesota under a cold weather advisory. So not as terrible, but still frigid here in the forecast. So not quite done with this just yet. And taking a look at our numbers right now, we are still checking in the 20s and 30s below. You can see Fargo, 26 below zero, 21 below in Grand Forks. For your wind chills, our temperatures are on the move. They're going up. We're at 2 below in both Grand Forks and in Baudette. Fargo's at 8 below zero, but still below zero on this Tuesday afternoon. And that wind still driving in out of the northwest on average here into that 5 to 15 mile per hour range right now. And we'll see more teens potentially this afternoon, so that will continue to affect our wind chill values. So radar, satellite, nice and quiet. We are smack in the middle of an Arctic air mass, which is very dry. We just don't have anything going on as far as precip is concerned. But where that Arctic air is advancing southward, on the edge of that air mass, that's where we're seeing those snow and even ice conditions developing. And you can see that over places in the central and southern plains and over into the Ohio River Valley, getting some snow there too. So we are north of that storm track right now, just in the midst of that frigid air. So here's a look at our hour by hour planner. Temperatures again going up. So will wind chills this afternoon, but it will be pretty frigid. We're looking at about 4 below this afternoon in Fargo for our high. Wind chills still in that 20 below range. Grand Forks could get to zero. We're not too far off, only by 2 degrees right now. So we could see one of those locations where we have a little less snowpack rise into that range. But we're still looking at wind chills teens to 20s below during the warmest time of our day. Now moving into tonight, right back down again into those frigid numbers. So again, we do continue to have concerns about dangerous cold. You can see tomorrow morning wind chills getting down into the 30s to 40s below yet again for us here in the valley, especially in the south and west. So that dangerous cold sticking around for now, but check out our temperature trend. We start to see those numbers surpass zero. And Saturday, a huge rise, getting to about 30 degrees, and that continues through the weekend and into next week. One thing though, one caveat is that with that warmer air comes the storm track again, and that potential for more precipitation next week.
Of course, there's always it's getting warmer, yeah. But there's always something when things start to improve.
Yeah, wind associated with it, and then yes, again, that potential for a little precip.
Yeah, definitely. Lisa, thank you so much.